Good afternoon, my friends. Welcome to our New Testament challenge. Today, we're speaking about the 13th chapter of the book of 1 Corinthians, the love chapter. If I had to guess how many times I've read that in a service, in a wedding service, probably hundreds over the years. This is something I could almost repeat by memory. But the reason it's so popular is because of the power of the words that are here. We hear all the time that God is love, and we worship a God of love. And Christ tells us, they will know you are my disciples by how you love one another. And throughout Scripture, from Genesis to Revelation, we hear about what love is and what love isn't, and how God is love. It is often said that the Bible is a love story written, a love story for humanity, written about God's love for us, and all that He has done for that. For God so loved the world that He gave His only Son. And so you hear that over and over and over again. And it's powerful. It's powerful because it's true and it's necessary, and it is needed now more than ever. It talks about, 1 Corinthians 13 talks about what love is and what love isn't. It kind of gives us some descriptions, some characteristics. Love is patient, love is kind, love is not envious, love is not boastful, love is not arrogant or rude. And I think a lot of these things we understand. It's almost intuitive, but it's still helpful to be able to hear and see it all in one spot. If we are to be identified to the world as how we love one another, then the question becomes, how can we live out the 13th chapter of 1 Corinthians in our lives? At home, well, first of all, ourselves. How do we love ourselves? How do we love our families? How do we love our neighbors? How do we love our community? How do we love our church? How do we love our nation? How do we love the world? And all of these characteristics that are listed in 1 Corinthians 13, how are those applied to the world at large? It's something to think about. And so as you are reading it today, I would encourage you, this is one of those passages, I mean, you can do this for all passages, but I think this is particularly one of those chapters where it is extremely helpful to pray over this scripture, to pray as you read it, to pray, to read it, to pause, to listen, allow God to speak to your heart about what is being written here, and just spend time in it. Let it marinate in your soul, and see how it will affect you, and how it will change your life, and how it will use you, how God will use you, and the love that you have experienced through Him, how God can use that love to change the world. This is an important chapter for all of us who claim the title of Christian. Hopefully this has been helpful for you, my friends. Take care, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.